Please welcome the Poor Cousins.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I am a roving hackler lad that loves the shamrock shore. My name is Paddy MacDonald and my age is 84. Beloved and well respected by my neighbours one and all. On St. Patrick's Day I'd like to stray around Levy and Grouse Hall. When I was young I sung and danced and drank strong whiskey too. Each shebeen shop that sold a drop of real hell Mountain Dew. With poaching still on every hill, the peelers had no call. Round Street Stradbone I am well known, around Levy and Grouse Hall. I rambled round from town to town, for hackling was me trade. Nor can deny I thought that I'd a honest living made. Nowhere I'd stay be night or day, the youth would always call to have the crack with Paddy Jack to hackle from Grouse Hall. I think it's strange how times have changed so very much of late. Coercion now is all the road peelers under bait. To take a glass is now, alas, the greatest crime of all, since Balfour plastered Hungary beast a sergeant from Grouse Hall. He wanders night and day. He'll seize a goat just by the throat for want of better prey. The nasty skunk, you'd swear drunk, though you had none at all. There is no pace around the place since he came to Grouse Hall. It was on pretense of this offence he dragged me off to jail, alone to dwell in a cold cell, me fortune to bewail. My hoary head on a plank bed, such wrongs for vengeance call. He'll rule the day he dragged away the hackler from Grouse Hall. Down into hell he'll run, tell Mel to hunt for poaching there, and won't be low till swear a note was found at Inglecare. Your wife undressed must leave the nest for Jemmy from Grouse Hall. Your wife undressed must leave the nest for Jemmy from Grouse Hall. Let old and young clear out your lung and sing this little song. Come join with me and let them see you all resent a wrong. And when I live I'll always give a prayer for his downfall. And when I die I don't deny I'll haunt him from Grouse Hall. Thank you very much. So that was the hackler from Grouse Hall. Anybody know what a hackler was? A hackler is somebody who finishes flax. You know, at the end, I don't know, does anybody remember? I don't remember. Back in the days when you'd be making flax or treating it by hand, I think the last part was using this metal pronged comb, and you'd straighten out the flax like hair. Flax and hair, isn't that a thing? So this guy used to travel around, and that was his job, to finish the flax. He also had a liking for poaching, it sounded like. That song was actually written about, like, from my research, all real characters, basically. It wasn't just a made-up song. Unlike this one, I think. Finnegan's Wake. Anybody read Finnegan's Wake? That's what we're going to do now. I'm going to read Finnegan's Wake for the next 20 minutes.
Only 20.
River Run. Now, this song is called Finnegan's Wake. So, James Joyce, he called that book Finnegan's Wake after this song, actually, which was a song he would have known. It would have been popular back then. I'm just tuning up this. You're wondering why I have this little guitar. I was given it by a leprechaun years ago. I was coming home from a party in about 1993, and I fell into a hedge. And I couldn't get out for a week. And in the end, I got this off him. So yes, this is the story of this song is Tim Finnegan. He's a Dublin fella, and he has a soft spot for drink. And he falls off his ladder and he breaks his skull, and he dies. And they have a wake for him and a big party, and there's a fight and the usual stuff, and somebody throws a bottle of whiskey across the room and it smashes beside Tim, and some of the whiskey falls on Tim's lips, and he tastes it and it revives him, brings him back from the dead. Well, as you know, the word whiskey comes from Ishkabaha, which is the Irish for the water of life. So there's something in that, I think. Some people suggest that's why James Joyce did call that book Finnegan's Wake, because of that cycle of things, which, as you know, that book goes around and around and around. So, Tim Finnegan lived on Watling Street, a gentleman Irish, mighty odd. He had a brogue both rich and sweet, and to rise in the world he carried a heart. Tim had a bit of a tippler's way, with a love of the liquor he was born. To help him on his work each day, to drop it a crater every morn. Whack Falmada, will you dance to your partner round the floor? You'll trot and shake. Isn't it the truth I tell you? Lots of fun at Finnegan's Wake. Oh, one morning Tim was rather full. His head felt heavy, which made him shake. He fell from the ladder and he burst his skull, and they carried him home, his corpse to wake. Oh, they rolled him up in a nice clean sheet, and they laid him out upon the bed, with a gallon of whiskey at his feet and a bottle of porter at his head. Whack Falmada, will you dance to your partner round the floor? Your trotters shake. Isn't it the truth I tell you? Lots of fun at Finnegan's Wake. Well, his friends assembled at the wake, and Miss Finnegan, she called for lunch. Well, first they brung in tea and cake, then pipes, tobacco and brandy punch. Then the widow Malone began to cry. Well, such a lovely corpse did you ever see? Asher Tim of Onion, why did you die? Will you hold your God, says Biddy McGee. Whack Falmada, will you dance to your partner round the floor? Your trotters shake. Isn't it the truth I tell you? Lots of fun at Finnegan's Wake. Well, then Mary Murphy took up the job. Biddy says she, you're wrong, I'm sure. And Biddy gave her a belt and a gob, and left her sprawling on the floor. Then civil war did soon enrage. It was woman to woman and man to man. Shillelagh law was all the rage, with ruction soon began. Whack Falmada, will you dance to your partner round the floor? Your trotters shake. Isn't it the truth I tell you? Lots of fun at Finnegan's Wake. Now Tim Maloney lowered his head, and a bottle of whiskey flew at him. Missed and fallen on the bed, and the liquor scattered over Tim. Oh, Tim revives, see how he rises. Oh, Timothy is rising from the bed. He says, will your liquor around like blazes? Do you thunder and Jesus, do you think I'm dead? Whack Falmada, will you dance to your partner round the floor? Your trotters shake. Isn't it the truth I tell you? Lots of fun at Finnegan's Wake. Whack for my da, will you dance to your partner round the floor? Your trotters shake. Isn't it the truth? I tell you, lots of fun that Finnegan's Wake. Hey. Thank you. We'll take things down a little notch now. This one is called Spancel Hill. Spancel Hill, I think, is in County Clare, if I'm not mistaken. Another quiz. Anybody know what spanceling is? Spanceling? No. Any horsey people in the audience? Horsey people. Spanceling. Spanceling is when you tie one of his forelegs across that way to one of his rear legs. You probably have a different name for it, I don't know. What do you call it? Hobble. Okay, spanceling. I think spanceling is from, it's an older word. And there's a place in County Clare, I think, called Spancel Hill. And this, again, is very much a true story. A young man called Mikey Considine, who lived to the age of 23, unfortunately. He's very young. He left Ireland, like many people did in the 1860s. Had a very short life, and somehow he managed to write these verses out and send them back, I think, to his family before he died. And it's a very poignant song. It's about poor old Mikey, and he's 23, or maybe a little younger at the time. And I imagine California would have felt very far from Ireland back in the 1870s, to a 20-year-old, 23-year-old, or whatever. So Mikey has a dream one night. A dream comes to him, and he's thinking of Spancel Hill and the fair at Spancel Hill. And again, I think a lot of the people mentioned in this song were real people, So it's like a snapshot, really. Just drinking this lovely water here. Okay. Last night as I lay dreaming of pleasant days gone by, my mind being bent and rambling to Ireland I did fly. I stepped on board a vision and I followed with a will, till next I came to anchor at the fair at Spancel Hill. It being the 23rd of June, the day before the fair, when Ireland's sons and daughters and friends assemble there, the young, the old, the brave, the bold, their journey to fulfill. There were jovial conversations at the fair at Spancel Hill. Well, I went to see my neighbours to hear what they may say. The young ones were all dead and gone, and the young one turning grey. I met with Taylor Quigley, he's as bold as ever still. Sure, he used to mend me breeches a kid in Spancel Hill. Well, I paid a flying visit to my first and only love. She's as white as any lily and as gentle as a dove. She threw her arms around me, saying, Johnny, I love you too. She's Nell, the farmer's daughter, bride of Spancel Hill. Well, I dreamed I held and I kissed her, just like the days of yore. Johnny, you're only joking, as many's the time before. Well, the cock, it crew in the morning, and it crew both loud and shrill. And I awoke in California, many miles from Spancel Hill. Thank you very much. Thank you. We're going to keep things a little down for a minute. Don't worry, we'll bring it back up. This one is called Limerick's Lament. This one goes back to the 1640s. Irish history, anybody know anything about it? Oliver Cromwell was not a very popular person in Ireland. Ethnic cleansing, etc., etc., stuff like that. Anyway, there was a siege laid to the town of Limerick, and this beautiful piece of music came out of it.
And we're going to follow that by a jig by Tommy Peoples, who a fabulous fiddler from Donegal, who was part of the Bothy band back in the 60s.
One or two, we'll make them quick. Okay, we got to rush along here. No more history lessons, but a quick one. Ireland in the early 1920s, there's a war to kick the Brits out, and the English sent over the Black and Tans, also about as popular as Cromwell. And this song was written in the 1960s from the memory of a guy, Stephen Bean, from the 20s, about his father, who was a great Republican, not American Republican, Irish Republican, very different. That's another show. And anyway, and he'd come home a little sauced, and he was annoyed by some of his neighbours in Dublin at the time. There was still, in the minority, there was still a pro-British sentiment for some people, who thought, this was fine. And his dad would go out into the street at night time and sort of stand there and yell to them all, and this is what he imagined he would yell. He also talks about some of the world affairs that the British Empire are responsible for, the Zulu War and the Iraq Revolution back in the 20s and 1800s and stuff. So anyway, you got to imagine Dublin, 1922, dad moment outside in the street. I was born in a Dublin street where the royal drums do beat, and the loving English feet, they walked all over us. So and each and every night when me father'd come home tight, he'd invite the neighbours outside with this chorus. Well, come out, ye black and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show your wife how you won medals down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes in Killishandra. Come tell us how you slew those old Arabs 2 by 2. Like the Zulus, they had spears and bows and arrows. How you bravely slew each one with your 16-pounder gun, and you frightened them poor natives to their marrow, yeah. Well, come out, ye black and tan, come out and fight me like a man. Show your wife how you won medals down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes in Killishandra. Well, come hear me tell how you slandered brave Parnell, how you fought them well and truly persecuted. Where are your sneers and jeers that you bravely let us hear when our heroes of 16 were executed? Well, come out, ye black and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show your wife how you won medals down in Flanders. The green and lovely lanes in Killishandra. fast, and the time is here at last, when each yeoman will be cast aside before us. Oh, and if there be a need, sure my kids will sing Godspeed with a verse or two of Stephen Behan's chorus. Well, come out, ye black and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show your wife how you won medals down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes, green and lovely lanes in Killa, green and lovely lanes in Killa Shandra. Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
We have one more.
Yeah.
One more. Thank you so much to Adam and the whole crew here at Anonymous Coffeehouse. It's an amazing scene you all have. You're very lucky.
Yes, we're all very lucky. We're all very lucky to have you.
We're all very lucky to be here.
Yeah.
As Adam said before, we are playing in Chester tomorrow night, 7 o'clock at the Town Hall. If you know anyone down there or want more of this, we're going to do a whole full-length program. And then Sunday up in Brownington, if you're up that way. What else?
The Holy Ground, just a simple sort of seafaring type shanty song, made popular by the Dubliners in the 60s. So we'll do that in honor of them.
Okay.
Yeah? If I can only remember it. Fare thee well, my lovely Dinah, 1,000 times adieu. We're going away from the holy ground and the girls that we love true. We will sail the salt sea over and then return for sure to see a girl, not a girls we love, oh, the holy ground once more. You're the girl I do adore, and still I live in the hopes to see, oh, the holy ground once more. And now the storm it is raging, and we are far from home. And the good old ship she is tossing about, and the rigging is all torn. And the secret of my life, my love, you're the girl I do adore, and still I live in the hopes to see, oh, the holy ground once more. You're the girl I do adore, and still I live in the hopes to see, oh, the holy ground once more. Oh, and now the storm it is over, and we are safe and well. We'll go down to a public house and we'll sit and drink like hell. We will drink strong ale and port, and we'll make the rafters roll. And when our money is spent, we'll go